Hey guys, Kevin Bopp here, and in this video we're going to discuss the pros and the cons of investing in multifamily investment properties. Now, a multifamily investment property can be defined as a residential unit that consists of 2 or more living units. And I'll start with the pros here. The first one, it's a big one, and it's really a generational trend that's happening. You know, the millennials and the baby boomer, which makes up a very significant portion of our population, has really had a major behavioral shift over the last decade or so, in that they're really shying away from home ownership and they're moving towards a renter type environment to where they want some flexibility. They want the ability to get up and move and not have the burdensome mortgage on their backs that's going to tie them down to 30 or so years in one location. So that one trend there is creating a massive demand for apartment rental units. And one of the other benefits of investing in multifamily property is the ease of entry. A multifamily property, being that it's defined as 2 living units or greater, means that you could go buy a duplex, you could buy a quadplex, which is 4 units, or you could buy a 10-unit property, what have you. So you can get started small. The barrier to entry is fairly low. You can start with a small property while you hone your skill and hone your craft before moving on to larger properties. Now, in addition to being able to start small, one of the other large attractive features of multifamily investing is the debt that's available. There's a large amount of high quality debt available, whether it's a duplex that you're looking to buy, a quadplex, or even a 500 unit apartment complex. Most of the debt that's available for multifamily properties is non-recourse debt and has very attractive terms and interest rates in place. One of the other big benefits of investing in multifamily properties is the tax depreciation. The straight line depreciation for an apartment complex or a multifamily unit is 27.5 years. Now let's move on here and talk about some of the downsides or the cons of investing in multifamily property. Unlike a commercial property where you've got professional tenants that typically maintain their own units and are on a longer term lease structure, in multifamily property you're dealing with residential tenants, which means that's a 24/7 endeavor. And so if you're going to be operating the property yourself, know that you probably will get phone calls in the middle of the night for toilets being clogged or plumbing leaks, air conditioning not working, a roof leaking, what have you. And so there's a 24/7 component on the operation side of owning a multifamily property. Now, a lot of multifamily operators tend to outsource the operation side or the property management of that business. But if you're an individual that's getting started and you're looking to kind of get your feet wet and be in the trenches, you might find yourself being somewhat chained to that property because you're going to be servicing those tenants on a 24/7 basis. Now, one of the other downsides that I see associated with multifamily property, it's one that is a very hot topic in the news today, which is pro-tenant legislation being passed in many different states, and many other states it's kind of on their radar. And what that means to us as multifamily owners and operators is the risk of rent control. Rent control is a big deal. There's multiple states now that have gone with statewide rent control, New York being one of them, Oregon being another, and I'm sure there's many other states that are just really on the brink. California's got multiple different counties and municipalities that have very strict rent control regulations in place. And so that represents a very large risk to us investors as we look to buy multifamily assets. And one of the other downsides, again, this can be looked at as an upside as well, but I'm going to speak to it as a downside from a buyer's perspective, is that the multifamily space is highly competitive. There's lots of money chasing yield in the multifamily space, which has compressed cap rates and has driven prices upwards. And so being on the buyer side, deals are fewer and far between. However, once you own a property, know that there's a significant demand in place, meaning that you have many different exit options when exiting out of any one given multifamily property. So again, that could be looked at as a benefit or as a downside, but in this instance, we're going to talk about it as a downside, meaning being a buyer, trying to find good quality deals. It's very challenging in today's environment. So with that, guys, that's all I have for this video. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope it brought a lot of value to you and your business. If it did, please like it, and I'll look forward to seeing you on the next one. You guys take care.